The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Jets and the Rams, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on third and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll run with Carter. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Jones. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play,
touchdown! Elijah Moore from 6 yards away. And the Jets are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
the gun on third down. Stafford. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. He'll drop to throw. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Young quarterback, gotta learn, need to get rid of the football.
Because when you don't get rid of the ball, they accumulate more sacks. But you're exactly right. Internal clock has to go off. Either get rid of it or start to take off and go.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Another run on 2nd down with Carter. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
It's run. Tackle made at his 48-yard.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Let's go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Back to throw, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Let's go.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
On the give, this is Akers.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Able to slither by.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quentin Williams able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. But guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Let's go, let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Uncorks one for Davis, and that is incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Carter.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Jones on the return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Stafford on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Rams, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. On the return is Jones. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down, New York.
On first down, right back to Carter.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
2nd and 8.
On game 2, brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here. Caught right side, Davis. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Here's a give to Carter.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Carter. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This from 36 yards out.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
Here's Tywan Jones on the return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's got the hook up to Moore. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford over the middle, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A give to Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. After the penalty, it's Jones. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 38. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. To throw is Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what'd you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On 3rd down, Vance.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
New York ready to go again offensively.
With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of 6. And the Jets 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
That one complete to Joe Reed.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. L.A. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.